What's up, everyone? Yep, it's your friend Movie and Game Lover 98 here to do a book chat stream for August 17th, 2024 with friends. So yep, let's get started. I hope you guys are looking forward to this. And anyone who's willing to join, they are welcome to join, but please, the rules. If anyone's screen is arriving too early or they get an interruption the second I add them, then I can't allow that person in the stream. Or if they're in the stream, if they're making inappropriate background noises on their screen or playing anything copyrighted or playing anything copyright music or any of that other unacceptable stuff, I'll have to kick them out of the stream or mute their screen. And to those who are not joining, please do not spam comment in the live chat. And swearing is technically allowed as long as you guys don't do it too much. So anyways, yep. Now that those rules are addressed, let me go ahead and provide the link, and the link will also be provided in the description as well. Anyways, yep, I provide the link about 3 times. Now it's going to wait for some yes. For some guest friends, yes. So yep, I hope you guys are having a great Saturday today, because I surely am. Yep, I surely was having a great start of my Saturday. Because, you know, I love Saturday. It's my favorite weekend day. And, you know, sometimes it's a great time to read books, and everyone should know that. And, you know, I'm a great person at knowing when's the right time to read a book, and sometimes when I have time to play other stuff. And you guys should know that too, you know? And also, you guys are aware of this. Yep. I've been doing really well. I've been getting more subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm over 10,500. And you also guys should be aware of this, is that I am been planning to do some other cool stuff as well, you know? And also, yes, I'm trying to find some other cool stuff to chat about book reading and stuff like that. And even if some friends don't join, I'll just change this to saying, well, then it's just going to be by myself. Yep, and like I said, if someone tries to get in as a guest, I gotta ask if they can do stuff properly and obey the rules. And also, I know you guys are aware of this. Well, I'm trying to find some other cool stuff of media that also has read along stories. But one particular book I remember borrowing from the library years ago, guys, was this Halo book, and for some reason they put the he double hockey stick word in there, and I don't know what they were thinking about. And also, you guys should be aware of this. Yep, I'm still pleased we're going to be out of August eventually. We're nearly there. We've got like 2 weeks actually left to go. And also, another thing I'm aware of this, guys. Yep, I'm also thinking of getting some other cool books eventually. Yes, I'm going to show you guys physical media during this stream once some guests come in. And another thing you probably guys are also aware, well, is that, well, I'm on the hunt for some other cool books. Well, any books can be talked about, and other media that has read along stories on them. Yep, another thing I'm going to tell you guys right now, you should probably chat in the live chat saying what's your favorite book to read of all time. Because, like I said, I don't know my favorite genre of books. Similar thing goes to movies because I like to watch some movies I've never tried before. And also, I'm aware of this, guys, is that I would like to get some other cool books about real life trains. Well, yes, find some books about real life trains, yes. Yep, and also I'm aware of this, guys. Yes, when I have the read alongs on Thomas DVDs, I always select the option read with narration. Even though sometimes I do it to read by myself. But yes, and I forgot to also mention if guests get in but I experience any bad echoings, I'll have to kick them out as well. Well, just mute their screen, rather. And also, I'm also aware of this, guys. Oh, yes, I'm going to see if I can find those other Thomas books I've been talking about. Yes, these Thomas books I'm after. Yes, maybe I'll get the Richard Courtney illustrated book of Henry and the Elephant, because the Owen Bell illustrated version is in Best of Percy DVD. Oh, shit. But anyways, as I was saying, yes, these are the Thomas books I'll find. Yes, the Thomas the Magic Railroad book, the actual one with these kinds of illustrations. Yep, and then of course Calling All Engines with the actual model pictures book. And yep. Oh yes, and also that book pack that contains Thomas the Great Discovery leading up to Blue Mountain Mystery. And yes, another thing I'm aware, guys, you guys should know that I'm going to try out something else cool for my book plane videos eventually. Well, there's lots of books I'm trying to get. Well, even yes, the ones from the Brenner era, yes. And yes, I remember another thing with the Better View for Gordon, the Toss Tangent Stories book, as well as the Toss and the Nye Diesel read along, which are on these two DVDs I have. Well, those ones I don't need in actual book form either. And also, you guys know that I've been willing to hope for you guys we can get through the last 2 weeks of this month. I should be right back, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. I just had to take care of something. I was just checking something to make sure I was secure. And also, yes, I've told you guys before, I'm not going to get those book forms of Toss Night Diesel and Better View for Gordon or Toss Tangent Stories book. Well, yes, the reasons why I don't need them in book form is I can just look at them as a bonus feature on those two DVDs right there, those being Track Stars and Toss Comes to Breakfast. And yep, still waiting on some guest viewers. And also, did you guys know that you guys should probably know this. I'm looking for some cool yeah, I'm trying to look for these Guinness World Records Gamers Editions books from the past few years. I think their first one was either 2006 or 2007, I think. I'll have to go backwards past before 2008 to see if they have ones from like 2006, 2007 to well, I know there's a 2009 version. Yes, I know you guys are shocked that I have the Breakfast Time for Thomas read along story as a bonus feature on two different Thomas DVDs. Those being 10 Years of Thomas and Salty Secret. And maybe this is the reason why Hit Entertainment put the Richard Courtney book, the special delivery on its Great Speed Engine, as well as the season 12 release of, well, High Speed Adventures. Well, for Great Speed Engine, they say like some important to say that is that the narrator Michael Brandon still for some reason says special delivery in the last episode of the episodic list, that is Percy the Magic Carpet. Maybe that's the reason why Hit Entertainment put the special delivery read along on It's Great to Be an Engine, is because they mention Michael Brandon mentions It's Percy's special delivery, or when the narrator says when Gordon saw Percy's special delivery. And something else. Well, here's my Dragon Tales Too Much Fun 2004 book. Where yes, there's for some reason Max's stuffed frog on the floor of the playroom, even though for some reason in all episodes of Dragon Tales, Max's stuffed frog has always been stuffed on the shelf, has been stored on the shelf for every episode leading up to the finale. And I like to get other, like I said, more Guinness World Records Gamers Editions books. Even though those are fun books to look through, I'm probably going to end up just getting rid of them. Maybe. That's a maybe. Yeah, this page right here, Max insisted, "Don't you worry, I could eat a whole mountain if I wanted," but he said he wouldn't feel so good. That's a similar thing how Anthony ha- says like he doesn't feel like eating anymore in the portion of the video Splish Splash Big Red Boat. When everyone calls out, "Not even this yummy thing, Anthony," and then they just say no. Anthony just says no to everything. And all the others call out, "Oh no, oh what, oh no, oh what?" And then Anthony just says, "Yep, I just don't feel like eating anymore." But then they realized the doctor said Anthony's not sick. They realized he was eating too much. Yep, and me warning him that strong advice. Yeah, you guys should be aware of this. Something fizzy here. Had an inspiration from they watched maybe Sony watched the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when they did the portion of fizzy lifting drinks from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And another thing, maybe Sony watched this one Dora the Explorer episode where the the bouncy balls come exploding out of the volcano. But you guys should also be aware of this. Well, I'm just thinking of doing something, well, very cool for my next portion of book stuff. Like I said, you guys should be aware of this. I wish all the Dragon Tales DVDs had read-along story extras. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. That was my dad telling me about something really important. Well, yes, talking to me about something really important. But what was I? Where was I? Oh yeah, I was showing the inside. I was holding the book open for the Too Much Fun book of Dragon Tales. Where I'll just leave it open, but I need to explain some more stuff. I'm still gonna have to read this book eventually. Or, well, I'm pretty sure I reviewed this, so maybe I could. Maybe I'll eventually read it. And maybe I'll do the impressions of the characters of Dragon Tales. Well, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure because I reviewed this book, yes, back in last year. In the other one, Wheezy loses her voice. I'll have to do a video where I read it. Well, well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Well, if not, I'll just figure this out. Because you know me, I have to figure some stuff out. And yes, an instance where they're, well, they do it in they say the sentences their mom called them. And also, you guys are aware, like I said, guys, I think I know what I'm going to do. I would like to do my Thomas Railway series books, put it right there. Yes, I remember getting the Thomas the Complete collection of Railway series books by the Reverend W. Audrey back in some time ago in the 2000s as a Christmas present. And also, you guys are aware, like I said, I know what I'm going to do to get some more, well, Thomas and other books to my collection. other thing I want to also bring up to you guys is that, well, I would like to maybe find, even if it'll still be funny, I'll have Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree read along story on 4 particular versions. Yes, I almost said VHS. No, it's not on the VHS of Thomas Christmas Wonderland, even though the whatever illustrated book of Thomas Missing Christmas Tree, not the TV series version, but this cartoon one, I'm pretty sure it was published sometime before Thomas Christmas Wonderland hit VHS. And also, you guys are also aware, well, as I was trying to say, yes, it'll be interesting if I have Thomas Missing Christmas Tree read along on 4 different DVD variants. If I get another copy of Thomas Christmas Wonderland and the holiday favorites DVD box set with Ultimate Christmas. And also, you guys should be aware of this. Yes, I'll have the Calling Legends on DVD twice with the Diesel 10 Means Trouble read along twice. That is if I get Whistle Express Collection. And you guys are also aware. Yes, I'm going to see if I can find that. Well, I'll just tell you, it's at the last section of my copy of the Thomas book, The Monster Under the Shed. And surprisingly, it does contain the last page where you can find other books besides it. You can get the particular Dragon Tales book called Race to the Finish, which I do not have yet. And yep, you guys should also be aware of this. Yes, this is what I'm saying you guys should be aware of. the read-along book on Bob the Builder, the live show. Yep, even includes a Rubber Dubbers episode in it too. But I just don't know the read-along book on this DVD yet. Maybe this is a reason I'll have this. Well, maybe if I get the live show on DVD twice, as well as it on VHS. Another thing I'm aware of, guys. Oh yes, this is what I was trying to say. Yes. Yeah, I just wish all these Dragon Tales characters, even though I have to say them in their correct voices in the books. And hi, Lance Jackson. Finally, a person to talk to in the live chat. I'm glad you like reading books. You have the Diary of Wimpy Kid. I used to have 2 of the Diary of Wimpy Kid books. Particular ones because I remember because I for some reason made only 4 films. But for some reason the book series kept on going, but they never made any more movies. And yes, like I said, for those who are not willing to join it, those in the chat in the live chat, if they don't want to join, that's fine. Just don't do spam commenting, please. And also, oh yeah, another thing I'm aware of, guys. Yes, I want to find that Dragon Tales book with Kiki on the front. Well, yeah, here's the Monster in the Shed book, and here's what I'm talking about. Yep, here at the last thing of the book. There it lists the Dragon Tales Race to the Finish book. As I said, that maybe that's an inspiration. Maybe the people at Sony read this book and made an inspiration for the big race episode in season 3. Oh, there's also the Dragon Tales Best Friends book, which I do not have yet. I'm not sure if they stopped producing, well, more Dragon Tales books on these styles to please read to me. I don't know which one's the last one to do that, to be honest. But yeah, the ABC book I want to get back. Well, like I said, don't matter the re-release or the original version from the 1980s. So yeah, I'm not getting Better for Gordon. Toss tells a lie. toss Night Diesel, because I could just look at those as the read-alongs on actually 2 DVD copies of Percy's Chocolate Crunch, and just my 1 copy of Thomas Gets Bumped on DVD, because I'm just going to get the 1 VHS variant of Thomas Gets Bumped that does not have echoed sound effects throughout the episodes. And yes, the only Toss Magic Railroad book I'll own is the actual Toss Magic Railroad. Well, not the one with actual model pictures. That's a coloring activity book. And you know me, I don't like doing coloring activities book. You guys should be aware of that too. And yep, another thing you're aware of, guys, you guys should also be aware. This Goodnight Finn book, I should get the other ones facing off like Goodnight to these characters. Maybe also like Disney characters, because I'm actually curious to see what if they do it for like some Disney ones, but I'm curious if I find that late the Tramp 2 Scamps Adventure book. I'm curious if they do. Well, you know what I'm talking about, like say like Goodnight to Thomas and Friends, or Goodnight to these Disney characters, any of that stuff. Maybe I should make a section devoted to the Goodnight characters. So I think this Goodnight Finn book, once I get other Goodnight books devoting to a character, like, well, the one I remember most as a kid is called Goodnight Moon, because, you know, it's based off this author who made the Max and Ruby books and TV series. That same author, technically. But surprisingly, this one does not get glitter all over my fingers. Yeah, I'm surprised this one does not get glitter on my fingers, unlike the Thomas's Halloween Adventures 2007 Glow in the Darks. Well, no, just 2007 glittery slipcover from Anchor Bay of Thomas's Halloween Adventures. Or even if I didn't, maybe I could just get another. Maybe I'll just get another copy of Thomas's Halloween Adventures original 2006 DVD with the booklet. And maybe I could put some cellophane over the glittery slipcover of my Thomas's Halloween Adventures. Because I was so pissed off when I got cheated out saying, does this come with the actual slipcover? And he sent me actual pictures saying, no, this is just a stock photo. But it looked real to me when I tried to order that Thomas's Halloween Adventures slipcover from 2008 off of eBay. But for some reason, the seller did not have actual pictures of it. So I had to tell him, can you please cancel that order? But if another Thomas's Halloween Adventures, well, if one pops up with the 2008, well, Anchor Bay slipcover, the slipcover Anchor Bay from 2008, I'll put that slipcover over my original copy that I got from so many years ago. Yes, when my sister got me from Target or Walmart back in the day, I will put one of the original, I'll just swap the copy so I can get rid of that Universal re-release of Thomas's Halloween Adventures, because I like the original Anchor Bay release better. Even though, yes, they made a typo on the back cover saying to sing along song, at least in the actual menu and the booklet, they do say, they corrected it and said it right, to sing along songs. But when I get more Goodnight books devoting to some Goodnight to these characters, or I should get my childhood Goodnight Moon back, maybe I'll put this Dragon Tales book of Goodnight Finn, well, somewhere else in my book collection, because, you know, this is just to teach kids it's time to go to bed for them, and maybe that's another reason I should move this to another section of my books. But if I show my Dragon Tales book collection, I know where this goes. Because like I said, this came out I'm surprised this released at the start of 2002, the Goodnight Finn book. And still waiting on some guests, guys. And also, you guys are also aware. Well, let me grab something. Yep, the Wheezy loses her voice. Jelly Bean book or Jelly? Yeah, Jelly Bean book. I almost said Jelly Belly. What the heck is my problem? Well, no, it's Jelly Bean. Well, it's kind of similar saying that because even though they don't have this machine at the local Target in my area, they don't have that section where you get whatever Jelly Belly you want. Even though that's totally okay because I can actually want to get a cool machine, I can make my own kind of candy for Jelly Bellies. But yeah, another thing I want to bring up with this page, guys, the on the Wheezy loses her voice book is this picture. This one I noticed of Emmy looking down, kneeling on the ground with these hats that you use in caves, just like people do it in real life. This inspires, like I noticed, like in the scene where, well, I found it in much good quality of Junior. Well, yes, he's starting to crawl on the picnic blanket during the 4th of July, and he he's showing his painted teeth just a tiny bit. And yes, the sister that he's crawling in front of is Scamp's sister Danielle. This is like an inspiration. Like I don't see his shoes getting into the frame, but his legs where his shorts are, I can see just a portion of his knee of his legs. Yes, so right here they're doing it at the crystal mine. Yep, still looking for the Cassie's Runaway Kite book. That also might be a tricky book to find. Well, even though Half Price Books has books everywhere, but I would like to find doing like an online order for. Well, even though I've never done it before, do an online order, but I think you have to come get it. But anyway, yep, another thing you're aware of, guys. Let me just hold this. Yep, the Jungle Book 2. Well, the book of the Jungle Book 2. Maybe I should have gotten that Jungle Book. The actual first Jungle Book. Yeah, you guys should have known that I should probably gotten that Jungle Book. Well, the book hardcover variation of the book of the Disney film, The Jungle Book, as I'm trying to say. Because, well, maybe I should have done the same thing when I saw that one particular copy at Goodwill used as my temporal replacement, even though it says it's from the Groyler books, but we know Groyler Books was bought out in the 2000s and they switched to Scholastic now from what 2001, I want to say. Well, I don't know because I don't have a book of Atlantis: The Lost Empire and the sequel Milo's Return. And also, you guys should be aware, even though I'm just going to have these Thomas books I remember renting from my elementary school library as a kid, just Richard Courtney Illustrated Book of Calling Legends and just Catch Me, and Thomas the School Trip, and I have Thomas the Sword Celebration with the Happy Birthday Thomas read along as a bonus feature. Well, I mean, I'll still get the Frog and Toad 4-book collection back, plus getting the Treasury, but it only has these three. Frog and Toad are friends together and all year, combined all in one. Maybe I will find them eventually. Because like I said, I hope you guys didn't know this. Yes, they did release a Frog and Toad cartoon series on Netflix, which I want to watch so bad. The problem is it may not be under anyone's Netflix. And also, yes, even though I have to combine the Thomas movies and the episodic releases on my physical media disc-based formats, I think I'm going to do this with the Thomas books. Yes, I said put the episodes separate, put the movies together. And also, you guys should be aware. Oh yeah, this is what I was trying to say. Even though yes, I have an expired coupon from so many decades ago saying you can get an offer for the Cinderella book from the 2000s with this hardcover with the Mickey ears. And also, I'm aware of this, guys. Yes, I'll find the Frog and Toad 4 book pack eventually, get it back eventually. Yes, even though, yes, rest in peace to the famous actor Arnold Lobel, who did those Frog and Toad books, plus he did the stop motion series on VHS. Well, yeah, plus he was the narrator. I mean, I guess we could talk about people who were the author of these books. Even like if I want to get these books back, well, basically if I got all these books relating to if you give this animal a this thing, the ones I remember having, well, the only two I remember having were if you give a mouse a cookie or the if you give a moose a muffin. Even though so many moose look different to like so many deer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just say just the word moose, even if there's more than one. And also, you guys are aware. Well, yes, I'm still waiting for guests. As I'm still waiting for guests. And also, even though I have these two Thomas books from Miss Young Rescue, but they're not like the actual movie book itself, I'll have it right there. But for ones saying just the actual movie title, I'm going to separate it. And yep, I think another thing you should be aware of, guys. Actually, I'll just pull this up because I realized this has a cool bonus feature. They have a Goofy Movie DVD storybook in this. Well, in the bonus features, I think. Yep. Sorry about that interruption yet again, guys. That was my dad. But speaking of this, since I was thinking his dad interrupting him, guys, here's a Goofy movie. But the reason why it has a Goofy movie DVD storybook included might be different to like the. Maybe they made a book of this. I don't know. As I was trying to say, guys, I know what I want to find next for books. It's gonna be a big chore for me to do. Trust me. Like I said, yes, I hope you guys are aware of this. You know, even if I did, yes, I should have kept that Jungle Book version on this kind of hardcover book. Just use it as a temporal placement until I found the actual right version. And I was just saying, guys, yes, I'll find those Frog and Toad books eventually. Yep, and another thing I'm trying to do, guys. Yes, if I find that Lady in the Tramp 2 Scamps Adventure book, I'll just review them independently. Just like I reviewed the movie separately. But I will not review them the same order as I did all my movies because some of my movies they can just go however they like in any random order, but I just like to do them sometimes relating to other different companies, you know. And also, I'm aware of this, guys. Like I said, I'll just hold up Goodnight Finn again. I'll find maybe other books devoting to Goodnight characters. And also, well, it'd be interesting to try a lot of these Goodnight books devoting to other characters and other companies. Yep, maybe I'll find a Goodnight Thomas book. If I get other variations of the book I had before, guys, I'll just do a. So I can do these videos called book review supplementals. Similar thing I do with movie review supplemental HMRs, but it's called book review supplemental. And I'm still waiting on some guests, guys. But if they don't join, oh well. I'm gonna just do this by myself. Well, yeah. Another thing I'm aware, guys, is that I think I might have reviewed the Toss book, Toss the Big Big Bridge back in. No, I didn't. Well, I'm gonna do it eventually. Review the Thomas the Big Big Bridge book. But for these ones as read-alongs, I can't do that. Even if I had to hold the DVD to do that, because I don't have the physical book, like for instance, Solar Celebration with Happy Birthday Thomas read along, or the Diesel 10 Means Trouble read along in Calling All Engines and Little Engines Can Do Big Things in songs from the station. So if I had to pull up the DVD to review the book, well, I could have to hold the DVD to tell you guys. But if I want to review the book, I have to have the actual book with me. I cannot just pull out the DVD just to do that. Like I said, with the example, Little Engines Can Do Big Things for Magic Railroad Story in Songs from the Station, and Diesel 10 Means Trouble in Calling All Engines. So yes, even if I did get these in book form, I cannot. There would be no. Even though I like to have them as bonus features, there's no way I can review those. The ones with physical books, I can. And also, you should be aware of this, guys. Like I said, I'm probably not going to get any Blue's Clues physical books at all. Probably not going to do that, but even though I remember having this book, Blue's Clues book, as a kid called, I think it's just called Blue's School, I think. Where in that one they have just Steve in that one where Blue goes to school. And like one of the thinking thoughts, what should Blue do if she's freaking out? She doesn't have any purple paint. Should she just stop painting or give up or or well, this other thinking one during lunchtime when Blue accidentally spilled her milk all over Orange Kitten, and I would pretend to say Blue's sorry barks sorry Orange Kitten. And the thinking one, should Blue sit there and be sad or clean up the mess? Maybe I should get that Blue's Clues book back. And also, you should be aware of this, guys. Yeah, another thing I'm going to try up to do, guys, is even though my Disney books with the Groyer Company books, they're the ones I like, even though they're listed when the movies originally came out, the only, like I said, the VHS collection of my Disney animated films as well as live action are going to have to stay ABC order. And also, yep, yep, I'm going to think of getting those other books eventually. Like I said, I want to get those Frog and Toad books back. Yep, you should be aware of this, guys. I actually don't mind on the read along menus on Breakfast Time for Thomas and Thomas Tells a Lie. Like in the menus, they show this picture from the portion of the story, and I like the one on Thomas the Naughty Diesel on the Thomas Comes to Breakfast DVD. Where this one has Thomas kind of annoyed at Diesel, but Diesel has a kind of sinister chuckle on his face. Yeah, I'd rather look at that more than just looking at the front cover with Thomas's kind of mad face and Diesel's devious face on the front cover. I'd rather look at the one on the menu of the read-along story and when you're reading through the story itself. And even though, yes, I won't own Breakfast Time for Thomas read-along story, well, the read-along book, well, the book itself, as the read-along on 10 Years of Thomas and Salty's Secret, well, I don't mind it showing Thomas's sad face when narrator, well, when Robin Smith re-narrated it in the menu. Like when he's feeling all sad and depressed, he's still stuck in the house broken wall of the house, as on the menu and in the actual read along. Even though they show Thomas's face all blushed red for some reason, or purple, I should say. It looks purple with wide eyes, I should say. They show it like a few times in the pages, like, you know, when the station master's wife scolded Thomas, "Look what you did to our breakfast." And when Thomas feels silly, he knew he had behaved badly. But I like how in the Breakfast Time for Thomas read-along story on the bonus feature on 10 Years of Thomas and Salty's Secret, they actually added additional pages where Thomas does come back from the works. So they cut out the few portions from the story of Percy's predicament. Well, in a few sections, because you know how Boko substituted for Daisy in that Owen Bell illustrated book of Thomas Comes to Breakfast, or aka Breakfast Time for Thomas, because I guess Owen Bell didn't know how to illustrate Daisy, even though he was the illustrator of the Thomas books from the 1986, the same year season 2 came out in the UK, leading up to 1996 that year. He did inspiration for something similar, I guess, but I guess he couldn't render Daisy in. Owen Bell couldn't illustrate Daisy in his illustrations at all, so they used Boko instead. But even though, yes, on the Steamies or Diesel DVD game on the Steamies versus Diesels DVD, for some reason they made a 2000s cartoons version of both Boko and Daisy when you look at the lists of Diesels. And like I was amazed at, actually, Mike Robin Smith replaced, because Michael Brandon never did a Daisy impression in any of the model series when she was used as as the last learning segment in Calling All Engines. I guess Robin Smith did a great Daisy impression in the menu too, as well as Boko. And also, you guys should be aware, well, yes, the Down at the Docks read-along, which is an on-site with Thomas No Adventures. Even though it's strange, none of the Pack spin-off series episodes Thomas or Percy ever went to Brendam Docks. Even though, yes, the two pilot episodes of the Jack and the Pack spin-off series, Jack Jumps In and A Friend in Need, were part of the season 6 season, so I guess that's why Hit Entertainment put the read-along story down at the docks on the On-Site with Thomas release anyway. But I would have loved if the Monster Under the Shed was the read-along on Thomas's Halloween Adventures, because, it makes sense. And yes, another thing you're also aware of, guys, you should really be aware of, guys. Grab it. Lady the Tramp. The Groyler Books version from sometime in the 90s. Yep, it says right there, Groyler Book Club Edition. They could have just released this book in 1995 to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Lady and the Tramp, but I guess... Surprised they gave her first name tag when she was only 6 months old, Lady the dog. That's unusual. Usually dogs are supposed to be the owners of their dog. But come on, that's unfair. People should be playing with their dogs, even if it's summer or not. Summer's a fun season to play with your dogs. Definitely not in the winter. Yep, lady's strict at those guys. That pisses her off. It's like a tiger, even though tigers are not they're not really bad creatures. They rarely are as vicious as lions. Mensuration, when I was in high school, you guys should know, my school place where other teams were always tigers. We never had lions as our school sports teams. We always were tigers. Well, the private city I live in, we always were tigers. I prefer tigers over lions. And lady so upset. And oh no, the baby's sad. Here's the inspiration for the baby himself, James Brown Jr., as he should say. Surprisingly, it's strange how his pajamas are blue, but in the actual movie towards the end, they're pink. And yes, I could see a little bit of his britches for Jim Jr. And we get to see his full face. Yes, but I know this will... Well, I'll eventually get to this book. Anyways, as you know, as I was trying to say, yes, I'm still trying to wait for some guests. If they do not come in the next few minutes, I'm just gonna do this all by myself. And also, you guys are aware, yes, I'll probably have Happy Birthday Thomas on Read Along Story bonus feature twice if I get that 3 DVD box set of Steamies vs. Diesels that's great to be an engine and Sora Celebration, but I'll replace them. You know what I'm actually gonna do? Well, that's the tricky part, because I want them all to come with booklets. I could actually replace those copies, honestly. Hold on, let me tell the page again. Inspired something. You know, so when I know this picture of Emmy, I can see her full portion of her shoes. Well, the shoe itself. Someone inspiration, like they said, they could put face swaps on the characters of Thomas characters. Well, I would like someone to actually do something similar to this, but put it on, replace Junior's brown shoes that he's wearing, these brown small toddler dress shoes he's wearing in the 4th of July picnic, inlay in the Tramp 2 Scamps Adventure. Someone could try that. It'd be kind of cool. Oh, but guess is trying to get in. Let me see. Oh, it's Jake Martin. Yes, let me add him. Please, please, please.
Hello there.
Jake Martin, welcome to the book chat stream for August 17th. Yep, I knew this would come. I thought I would have to stop, but now that you're here, I guess I'll talk some more. Show anything random books, even these Thomas DVDs I have that have books as bonus features too.
Well, I just have these out. I did not get those Thomas DVDs that had books in them.
Okay, well, I have some of the select ones that you have. Let me just grab the 3 right here with Percy Saves the Day, with the read along being Thomas and Percy and the Dragon. Even though Thomas Percy, it makes sense to put on Thomas Percy and the Dragon the release itself, because the episode itself is on there.
Yep.
And with Calling All Engines
has Diesel 10 Means Trouble, and Songs from the Station has Little Engines Can't Do Big Things.
Yep, and of course Track Stars has the Better View for Gordon Other Stories book, which I'm never getting that book.
Well, got my Thomas books out, because yesterday you did your Thomas and Friends book collection yesterday, excuse me.
Yeah. Yesterday I just did that. Yeah, I just wanted to blow through it fast because I wanted to just show them fast. But now that it's a book, now that's I'm just showing anything random. We can just show anything you like.
Okay, still have my Thomas the Really Useful Engine lead pad book.
I'm actually trying to find the cartoon illustrated actual book of Thomas the Really Useful Engine, but they do add Doll or Douglas, or Bill or Ben in that book, as well as Duck.
Yeah, the Midnight Ride of Thomas the Tank Engine, which is on Thomas and the Really Brave Engines.
Yep, right here.
Which yes, it glows in the dark. Every
Yeah,
single page.
I should try that book out again. It'd be cool if I read it in the dark, but that would be way too tricky to read it in the dark.
Yeah, and here's a better view for Gordon and other Thomas the Tank Engine stories, which is on Track Stars and Percy and the Bandstand.
Yep, which I know you still don't have the
Percy and the Bandstand DVD. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, this one has Toby and the Flood, a better view for Gordon, and Busy Going Backwards. Those are from season 5, and at the end of the book, it has a ad for Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Here's Percy's Chocolate Crunch. The reason I'm holding it is the read-along story is Thomas Tells a Lie, which I actually like. It's showing the picture of Thomas, Sir Tom talking with Thomas, saying, "You've been gone a very long time, Thomas," and it shows in one of the pages when you read the story on the DVD, which you have on the Thomas gets bumped. Well, no, don't have Thomas gets bumped on DVD. We'll eventually get that.
Yeah, here's the Cranky Day, which has Cranky Bugs, put upon Percy and Lady Hat's birthday party, and yes, it has Cranky, Percy, and Thomas from the new series, even though the pages are from the classic series, since it is season 5 after all.
Yep, and I'm holding Salty Secret. The reason why the read-along has the Breakfast Time for Thomas read-along story, which is also in 10 Years of Thomas.
And here's Percy's Chocolate Crunch, which has an ad for Percy's Chocolate Crunch on DVD and VHS, along with some other Thomas releases. And this one also has Percy's Chocolate Crunch, Salty Secret, and A Bad Day for Harold the Helicopter, which of course they used the UK title for Harold's full name instead of using the US short one. So.
Yep. And I know in Breakfast Time for Thomas read-along story, which is also in, well, yes, you have it in 10 Years of Thomas, but I'm showing it with Salty Secret. The reason why, well, the difference between those versions is because, well, in 10 Years of Thomas, there's no music in the read-along menu, but I think in Salty Secret that does the same. Well, I think there is music playing, because in Percy's Chocolate Crunch, it plays music in the Thomas Tells a Lie read-along story menu, but in Thomas Gets Bumped, there's no music.
Yeah, and here's James and the Red Balloon, which advertises the James and the Red Balloon on VHS and DVD, Thomas's Snowy Surprise, and Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Anyways, this one has James and the Red Balloon, Harvey to the Rescue, and Thomas and the Jet Engine.
Even though it has the UK Thomas the Jet Engine in the book.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if it has that. Oh, Thomas the Jet Engine instead of Thomas and the Jet Engine. Okay. Anyways, this one has Hooray for Thomas, the grand opening, and Best Dressed Engine. And also has an ad for Thomas's Solar Celebration, Thomas and the Treasure, which has Thomas and the Treasure, Duncan's Bluff, and Seeing the Sights. And yeah, we all know Sir Tom had said that Thomas is an unreliable engine, even though he should have said that he's a irresponsible engine. Like, he's been irresponsible, not unreliable, since Thomas has been a reliable engine for years.
Yes, in 1989 to 2006, it's been going on for 17 years.
Anyways, the Runaway Engine with 3D glasses, which has pictures from The Great Discovery.
Yep, I still need to get the Thomas and the Great Discovery book, the actual, or if I find that 5-pack with Hero of the Rails up to Blue Mountain Mystery.
Anyways, here's The Great Race, which is the movie from 2016.
Yep, I think that's the Little Golden Book version.
Yeah, this is my one and only Little Golden Book of Thomas I have. I'm still trying to get the others, so. And here's The Great Race, the read-along that was on Hooray for Thomas, narrated by Michael Brandon, and Thomas's Halloween Adventures with Rest in Peace to Robin Smith.
Yep, and I'm holding Goodnight Finn to explain more incorrect whistle sound effects I remember hearing in Thomas episodes.
And here's Thomas's ABC book, which the cover and the first page, they're from the new series, and it also has a picture from Thomas at the end of the episode, Thomas and the Rainbow. But these pages are from the classic series. Happy Birthday, Thomas, which is on Sodor Celebration.
Yep, that one right there, which I'm probably still gonna find that 3-disc DVD set of Sodor Celebration, Great Speed Engine, and Steams versus Diesels to have the special delivery on Great Speed Engine twice, and the High Speed Adventures with the special delivery read along.
Yeah, and here's Hooray for Thomas, which is the Jelly Bean book, which is on Best of James.
Yep.
And last but not, two more. And here's Thomas and Percy and the Dragon from Thomas, Percy and the Dragon, and Percy Saves the Day. And here's Thomas's big storybook, which has Thomas Gets Tricked, Trouble for Thomas, A Cow on the Line, James in the Mess, Diesel's Devious Deed, and Edward's Exploit. Some episodes from seasons 1 and 2.
Yep, and I'm holding this Too Much Fun open book of Dragon Tales Too Much Fun. The reason why I'm showing this picture of Emmy with her full-on shoes, Shake Barn, is because, well, this scene when they realize Max is eating too much. It's the inspiration from the scene in Wiggles Splish Splash Big Red Boat when they realize that Anthony doesn't feel like eating anymore, but the doctor says he's been eating too much. Maybe Sony read this book and put an inspiration for that scene in the Wiggles video Splish Splash Big Red Boat.
Yeah, in the Wiggles Splish Splash Big Red Boat, Murray was cooking his noodle surprise, and he was going to give them to Anthony, Jeff, and Greg, but then all of a sudden, they realized that Anthony has lost his appetite, which means he didn't feel like eating anymore.
Yeah, he says, like, no hot potatoes, no fruit salad, and it's like even they say not even fruit salad, and then they all exclaim out, "Oh no, oh what? Oh no, oh what?"
Yeah, and not even cold spaghetti, and yeah, and then luckily, when Dr. Very Good asked Anthony what did he do today, and then Anthony remembered that he's been getting 3 different pies from his friends. First, Wags the dog came with some beautiful cream pie. Then Dorothy the dinosaur with rosy tea and a cream of rosy pie. But the eating wouldn't stop. Like, it still continued. Henry the octopus came with some octopi, and he ate all the 3 pies by himself, even though he should have shared it with Murray, Greg, and Jeff. And since Anthony has eaten 3 pies, he was very full.
But and then luckily, Doctor says Anthony's not sick. He says but he's eating too much,
which is why he could not eat anymore. Like, that's why he could not eat Murray's noodle surprise. So, and yep. Anyways, I still have my Thomas's Big Story book thingy. Has pictures from the new series and some from the classic series. Every single page. So we all know what it looks like.
Yep. So, and I actually did find inspiration of Emmy's wearing her shoes, but I think her socks are missing on this page, Jake Martin. Right here when they're riding the carousel. Well, except Ord, because he's too tired from flying. Right there. I think that right there on Emily. No, Emmy's, not the engine Emily from Thomas and Friends. Emmy. Yes, we all knew it's voiced by Andrea Libman, because it's actually a few. Well, yes, we all know a while ago was Andrea Libman's birthday a while ago. Yeah, like right there, I think I can see like the white sock is missing on Emmy's shoe right out there on her leg. But on the other pages, well, here's the previous pages. There's her white sock right there on top of her shoe.
Yeah. Yep, yes, this one has that picture of Thomas, James, and Percy from It's Great to Be an Engine.
Yep. And I'm also showing this page of Too Much Fun. Actually, maybe Sony also watched the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory to get inspiration for this page. The river of fizz with fizzy drinks that makes them float like a balloon. Maybe the people at Sony watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and then got inspiration for this page.
Yeah, and as for the Edward's exploit book, we all know it has James's scene ticked off, but even though in the TV series he was smiling when Edward was struggling to pull those coaches.
Yeah, like when basically after Henry said, "Did you see him?" asked, "Did you see him straining?" and James said, "Positively painful." Well, yeah, you saw that. Yes, Edward's struggling, but Gordon and James are James for some reason has his mad face along with Duck and Boko, but for some reason the actual episode he's just happy.
Yeah, and these Thomas books from Story Me Reader with the Me Reader speaker thing. Here they are.
Yep. And I'm just holding the last page of Too Much Fun, which luckily they put the sentence where their mom is calling for them at the end, just like an actual Dragon Tales episode does.
Yeah. Anyways, I have my TV on, and luckily it's muted, so I have my Bob the Builder Lofty's Favorite Adventures DVD.
Still gonna get that in the 3 DVD set, or just get it separately with Disney's and Rolly's Favorite Adventures.
Well, yes, I have it in the 3-box set, so. And as you can see on the play video menu, there's Lofty's image, which I know it's on the actual disc. Well, I know some copies of this have artwork, but unfortunately mine is a botheration clear disc. Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And then there's Dizzy's post taken from this one.
Yep. And I guess I'm holding Goodnight Finn again, Jake Barn, because I actually can count all the episodes in the hit model era where Henry accidentally blew Gordon's whistle. I think it starts to Toss the Rainbow, yes, but I think starts with Toss the Rainbow, but I think the last time Henry did that was in season 10's Thomas and the Treasure.
Yeah.
Even though for some reason at the beginning of Emily and the Special Cars US episode, aka Emily and the Special Coaches in the UK, when Molly passes by, Henry didn't actually blow Gordon's whistle.
Yeah. And here's the episode selection menu, which has a picture of Lofty, Dizzy, Muck, Pilchard, and Wendy. That's from Bob's Day Off, which is on Celebrate with Bob, except we don't see Scoop because I guess Hit Entertainment didn't have any room, so they must have removed Scoop to make room for the 4 episodes and like which episode you want to choose, or you could go back to the main menu. So
Yep. And yes, I could count all the episodes where Gordon actually has Duck's whistle sound effect in seasons 4 up to, I think this portion of season 5, I think Gordon stopped doing that. Blowing Duck's whistle by accident.
But I think the last time was Thomas to the Rescue at the beginning, because his whistle sounded like Duck in a way.
Oh, so Thomas. So, well, I thought that season 5 they stopped doing it for Gordon's whistle, but no, I was wrong. Hit Entertainment for some reason put Duck's whistle sound effect on Gordon in the beginning of Toss the Rescue, even though Duck is not seen in any Hit era episodes whatsoever. Even though he made a cameo in the season 10 music video Navigation. Well, yes, even in Breakfast Time for Thomas read along story, even though it doesn't go, they also like bring up some somewhat events like from from the arc episodes technically, but they replaced Boko with Daisy instead because I guess Owen Bell couldn't make a Daisy illustration in his books.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that is the reason why. And oh yes, I'm at the trailers menu because I know some trailers are the same on this one and Muck's Favorite Adventures, but they're in the. But if you go to play all trailers, they played in the order it goes.
So I think it starts with the Bob the Builder sneak peeks first, or trailers rather.
Yeah, and but on Disney's Favorite Adventures, they put trailers. They put some hit entertainment show trailers like some wrong order or something. Well, maybe I'll show it to you when I show you Disney's Favorite Adventures um, later. So here's the Bob Builder trailer, which is the same as on Rolly's Favorite Adventures, Bob's Favorite Adventures, and Scoop's Favorite Adventures, except it doesn't have that kind of Bob the Builder trailer, cause and they also don't have the promo for Fan Club and NHB, stands for National Occasion Home Builders promo.
Yep.
And Barney, now I know my ABCs, which is the same. Barney's Colorful World Live, I do not have. And Rubber Dubbers, Finbar the Mighty Movie Star, I do not have. And Star of the Show, which it was originally going to come out on VHS and DVD in the US, but Hey Entertainment canceled it.
Yeah, it's just like how they cancel a specific other Thomas or Barney release, I think.
But however, the Star of the Show, it did came out, but it did not come out on DVD officially. It came out as a screener DVD.
This is like how some people want the screener of Thomas's Sword Celebration on DVD. I don't think they make screeners of VHS tapes of Thomas, only DVDs they did.
Yeah, and oh, bother!
Yes, surprise, surprise. Yes, you're at the Angelina Ballerina sneak peeks already.
Man. Hit Entertainment is still doing this again. It will not stop putting Angelina Ballerina trailers on Bob the Builder DVDs. Man. And Thomas and Friends, It's Great to Be an Engine, which I don't have. Steamies vs. Diesels, which is kind of the same, but it doesn't have the arriving on VHS and DVD on May 2004.
Yeah, because I think on the New Friends for Thomas DVD they say the coming May 2004 thing. Notice on that trailer on New Friends for Thomas.
Yep, it now shows the image of Steamies vs. Diesels on VHS and DVD and the old Hit Entertainment logo. Because on New Friends for Thomas and up till Bob the Builder, Disney's Favorite Adventures, they didn't show it. But this one, but Lofty and Muck's Favorite Adventures, they did. So, and the Wiggles, same Woohoo Wiggly Gremlins, but it's actually the short version. Santa's Rockin' I do not have.
I have that on both VHS and 2 DVD copies.
And here's Kipper, which has 2. Kipper Helps Out and Puppy Love, which I do not have. And dang it, Hit Entertainment. Put a trailer for Pingu.
And yes, I'm holding the Lady the Tramp book this page, Jake Martin, but it says right here in the sentence, they say that Jim Deere and the Darling begins to play with Lady less and less, but But come on, I used to play with my dog in the summer a lot when I was a kid, and I still do that sometimes. Play with dogs in the summer. And here's the last page, which does have the actual baby himself, James Brown Jr. But on this page, his PJs are blue, but in the end of the first Lady and the Tramp, they're pink. Guess Disney didn't know how to make it pink, so they just changed it to a blue, because I know that's what he will eventually wear in Scamp's Adventure, even if he's in his sailor suit PJs and these PJs that cover up his body.
Yeah. Yep, and here's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the 20th Century Fox reprint, and yeah, clear discs, they suck overall.
Just like those, yes, like I said, with those Universal reprints of older Thomas DVDs, they suck too.
And those Wiggles DVDs from Hoop-de-Doo to Wiggly Party and up till Wiggly Christmas.
But luckily in Wiggles DVDs in 2004, they changed to our actual artwork.
Well, yeah, they made color discs, like Top of the Tots and Toot Toot are red, and Cold Spaghetti Western is blue.
Okay, so I think around Woohoo Wiggly Gremlins, that's when they started doing squished up versions of the poster.
Yeah. But in Let's Eat, Warner Brothers made... Yeah, Let's Eat is the only Warner Brothers Wiggles DVD to be on a clear disc, while the rest are artworks.
Hopefully, you said Let's Eat. That's a Sam Moran release, right?
Yeah.
From released in 2010s or somewhere in the 2000s.
Maybe 2011.
Okay, that was before Greg was still taking his break. But before Greg's break was up having that stupid intolerance. And yeah, yes, and another bad thing, Jake Barn. I know you like the Pokemon anime. I was so devastated to hear the news that a while ago that this actress who voiced Misty in the Pokemon anime just recently passed away. Well, a few days ago, only before she was 50 years old. Well, guess the cause. Stupid cancer again.
Oh, come on!
Come on. You could have tried But this is what my grandma told me, Jake Martin. Once that person's stuck with cancer, it doesn't go away.
Yeah, and what about Bob the Builder's voice actor William Dovers from the original series? He passed away in the worst year ever because he had cancer too.
And the similar thing with Ben Forster, who played Mr. Perkins, and also
Paul Newman and Anthony Field's dad, John Patrick Field.
Will this cancer thing ever stop?
Yeah, I don't know why cancer keeps killing people. Anyways, here's Dizzy's favorite adventures, and here's her post that I'm talking about.
Here's my Best of Percy DVD. The reason why I have has the Henry and the Elephant read-along story, but it's the Owen Bell version. Maybe I will get the Richard Courtney illustrated version of Henry and the Elephant book, since the Owen Bell one I can just look in this DVD.
Yeah, and here's the special features menu, and here's Dizzy's post, which is on the Tool Power VHS and DVD, and you can see Pilchard's tail a little bit.
Like on the main, next to the main menu button.
Yeah. And here's the trailers menu, and here's the same. Here's Dizzy's image again. And yeah, here are the trailers. They're not in the correct kind of order, like Locky's Favorite Adventures. But even though if you go to play all trailers, it started with Bob the Builder, and then Barney was next, Rubberdubbers was next, and Angelina Ballerina, Thomas and Friends, The Wiggles, Kipper, and bother Pingu, bother that. Hold on.
Oh, and he just muted his mic. Alright, so I'm right here. I think I just heard him calling from his screen. That was not me. And I'm trying to think of something else to say, guys. I'm still gonna get some other Thomas books. Like I said, I know what I want to show. And another thing I'm trying to think of, guys. Thinking of getting those other Disney Groiler books, or just Scholastic as they're called now, because I think the Groiler company recently they've been shut down for decades. And yep, another thing I'm trying to think of, guys. Well, let me just grab Best of Thomas. Yep, read along on here is Thomas and the Dinosaur. He'll be. I know he's taking a while to get back, guys. But let me just explain some more stuff. Oh yes, this is what I was trying to say, guys. Is Jake Martin's still muted, and he'll be coming back eventually, showing his screen eventually. Yes, I'm gonna still look for the Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamps Adventure book. And surprisingly, if I look through all those pages and see if it has like Jim Jr. wearing his if they show him with this whole outfit he wears throughout the whole book, just like the one he wears in the only time in the actual movie during the thing, Mace, the 4th of July picnic. What the hell am I trying to say? Wow, what is wrong with my mouth today?
Sorry about that. Got distracted.
Who's the distraction? I was something happened with me a few while ago, Jake Barney. It was just my dad just a while ago.
It's probably my mother. So
At least you got it out of the way now.
yeah. Here's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Hey Entertainment put the trailers in the out of order thingy. Instead of putting it in the correct order, like if you go to play all trailers. Anyways, those trailers are the same as on Lofty's Favorite Adventure, so I'm not gonna go through them again. So,
And yeah, and this is another reason I got this book, Jake Barn. This is the Peter Pan Return to Neverland book based off the Disney Direct to Home Media sequel. So I'm actually surprised that it's still. I'm surprised that like the characters of the skins are the same as the original kids from the first Peter Pan book. Like the kid Danny looks almost like Michael. Jane almost looks like Wendy almost. And yes, we all know the Scholastic change was originally called the Groyler Books, who made these Disney books back in the 90s, but they changed to just simply Scholastic in the 2000s, I think. Because I have no idea when the Groyler Books clubs shut down. I think maybe in 2000 or 2001. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look that up.
okay, I have my Kipper DVDs out. I have Cuddly Critters. And yes, it has trailers, and yeah, same Kipper Helps Out trailer, so. Oh, dang it. Thomas, it's great to be an engine.
As far as it just shows the VHS. As far as it just said the VHS. At the VHS of just It's Great.
Yeah, there's the VHS of It's Great to Be an Engine. So, and dang it, dadgummit, Hit Entertainment. Stop putting Angelina Ballerina trailers on my Kipper DVDs. And there's Rubber Dubber's High Noon in the bathroom. And the live show from Bob the Builder, and Woohoo Wiggly Gremlins from the Wiggles, and Barney. Now I know my ABCs. Yeah. All these trailers only have one trailer, like one at a time, and has hit extras. Has Bob the Builder, Rolly to the Rescue, which is on Hit Entertainment Children's Favorites Volume 2, and Rolly's Favorite Adventures, at Rubba Dubber Sploshy of the Arctic, from Tubbs Pirate Treasure. And, bother these two down the drain. Bother you, Hit Entertainment, putting Pingu and Angelina Ballerina on hit extras. Yeah, movie and game lover. If you get Cuddly Critters from Kipper, if you go to hit extras, just watch this and this, but avoid these at all costs.
I'll just do that because luckily, when I did the Hicks extras on my Thomas releases, which I have there, Solar Celebration and Songs from the Station with their respective read-alongs, I only watched the Wiggles hit extras, that TV series 1 episodes of the Wiggles, which is Wiggly Opera and Solar Celebration, and oh yeah, with little, and the Songs from the Station has the haircut episode. Yeah, I noticed there's no artwork on that DVD of the Kipper release you were showing.
Yeah, when I got it for Christmas, I think back in 2016, it was just a disc, but it was in a CD case, because I guess it didn't come with a white DVD case and the artwork, so.
Oh, and Nintendo NES FTW is asking you. He's asking if you like this. What are you trying to ask Jake Martin and Nintendo NES FTW and Webcam FTL?
What do I like? I don't know what I like. I mean,
you didn't ask. You were trying to. I think he's trying to ask. What are you trying to ask him and Nintendo? Dude, I don't know what you're trying to ask him. Well, yeah, I'm just getting close to 4 minutes left, Jake Martin. So if I got 1 minute left, like this is what I do since you're here. Impression time.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll have to show those trailers from this, and this. Probably in the next stream.
That's all. No, he doesn't, and he does not like Angelina Ballerina or Pingu or Todd World. Those can go down the drain.
No.
first he just said, "Do you like?" And then he asked, "Do you like these things?" And we say no, Nintendo NES.
Man, I cannot believe he asked me if I like Todd World, Angelina Ballerina, and Pingu. Well, I used to like them when I was a kid, but now that I'm grown up, my opinion's changed. I now don't like them.
Well, anyway, yeah. And I'm trying to think of what other. I'm trying to think the first time Thomas actually blew Edward's whistle in the classic series. I'm pretty sure it's Henry the Elephant.
Yeah, they put Edward's normal whistle sound on Thomas, because in some episodes, Edward's whistle was low pitched.
Maybe that's why they used his normal whistle sound effect on Thomas in some of these episodes. Yes, we mentioned Todd World and Nintendo, dude. That does it. He needs a timeout like now.
Time out, Nintendo. Time out.
Anyways, as I was trying to say, yes, I think leading up to there, I think there were only a few times Thomas actually blew Edward's normal pitch whistle. And yes, we understand. I can understand why Hit Entertainment couldn't make Edward's different pitch in the full CGI series of Thomas. When they went full CGI, they went for some reason put Henry's whistle sound effect on Emily. But starting with No Snow for Thomas, they used a different whistle for Emily. Anyway, as you were saying, yes, you'll show the trailers for those DVDs eventually soon.
Hang on.
And oh, now I have to wait even more. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, I'm gonna have to wait now, guys. What was it?
Sorry about that again. Yeah, I was gonna show you the trailers from these three, but since 4 minutes has come,
Yeah. Yep.
I'll have to do it in the next stream. So
Yeah. So anyway, yep. Let me go and do an impression fast.
okay.
Oh yeah. This one, I know this one very well. I'm pretty sure you'll get a taste out of this. Oh, it was like this. Zoom! Here comes a big flying dragon looking for a cave to land in. Zoom! Ah! Yay! Here comes another one. Zoom! Zoom! Oh. Finn is so cute. I wish I had a cute brother. Hey, just kidding. Stop it. Zoom, zoom. Ow. I thought Cassie wasn't happy of bringing Finn to school. She was. You know, sometimes sisters can be jealous of little brothers, but they still love each other.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Dragon Tales, Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon.
Yep, my #1 favorite episode of all time. But anyways, yep, I'll let you go, Jake Martin. It's now past 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yep. Keep your eyes out.
Yep, I'm gonna go put those books away and these DVDs.
Yep.
So.
Yep, make sure to keep your eyes open for the next stream coming up on Thursday. Yep.
Yep. I'll see you in the next stream.
Yep. See ya. Anyways, yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and stick around for the next stream coming up in a few days, guys. Yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed this book chat stream, and stay tuned for another stream coming up in a few days. 5 to be exact. Yep, that's it, everyone, and bye.